Today we got everything is better at night. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and let's get into the video.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I'm recovering from an illness that I was feeling over the past couple days, so my voice is kind of chopped. But hey, man, we still here, we still putting in the work, man. 2023 takeover is still in full effect. Now look, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what went wrong in my DNA coding process, but something must have gone wrong and they became more tangled than the wires under Gumball's desk. Because I personally believe that nighttime is by far the most superior time of day. During the day, it feels like
Facts. Easily, no argument. I 100% agree with this.
I'm more drained than my phone battery. But when the sun goes down, it feels like I drained an entire pack of Red Bull. It's just something about those wee hours of the night that unlock an assortment of various temperaments and feelings. It feels like I'll tap in with my higher self during the night, bro. The most simple things become elite experiences at night. So today, we'll be discussing some of the various activities that become heightened and hit their peak during the nighttime. Comment down below things that hit different during the nighttime, and like and subscribe if you're new. First, we gotta talk about eating snacks. Now, I don't know about y'all, but eating during the day never feels like a task. But as the sun starts to set, I end up becoming more famished than Theodore Seville. The first meal that I want to mention is cereal. Now, if you've seen this video, then you know about how renowned and clutch cereal can be. But there's something different about making yourself a bowl of Frosted Flakes at 3 a.m. During quarantine, you can find me in the kitchen more often than chowder, bro. If you broke into my crib in the middle of the night trying to get your hands on some valuables, your jaw would drop to the floor like Humpty Dumpty, because all you would see is me making a bowl of Fruit Loops at 4 a.m. I swear, cereal was originally made to be consumed during these hours. But the process of actually getting this cereal during these late hours is more treacherous than the fucking Temple of Doom. I swear, during the day, the house is more quiet than Maggie Simpson. I can walk up the stairs, open cabinets, and open doors without any noise being simulated. But the moment I try to go downstairs and get a snack during the night, the floorboards decide they want to start impersonating Ariana Grande and produce the most ear-splitting creak of all time. Like, the floor dash be sounding like a fucking chew toy, bro. Now I gotta move around the crib like SpongeBob trying to steal Patrick's box. The same thing.
Like, bro, quick story time. Cereal is a elite late night let me start over. Eating cereal is an elite late night activity, bro. One time, I was like 10 or something. I had snuck into the kitchen. My room was like down the hallway, so I had to go up the hallway into the living room and then make a left into the kitchen. My grandma was living with us at the time, and her room was like in the kitchen basically. So sneaking in there was hard. So I had to like climb on top of a chair and then climb on top of the counter to reach the top of the refrigerator. Man, I poured me up some cereal. I poured me some Doritos. Uh, I just grabbed a whole bunch of stuff, but I took it back to my room. I was watching Madagascar. Man, that shit was fire, bro. That's still a top memory in my life to this day.
Goes for the cabinets. They start screeching like a fucking feral cat. But by far the worst possible outcome of trying to get snacks in the middle of the night is when a plastic cup falls on the ground. Once this esoteric incident occurs, it continues until the end of time. The cup bounces on the ground more than Tigger, bro. And then this does nothing but summon every nigga in the crib to the kitchen to get on my ass. And then I gotta stop the microwave with 1 second left because that shit sounds like a fucking tornado siren, bro. But when I finally get whatever snacks that I came downstairs for, I turn off the lights and I scurry back up the stairs before the boogeyman tries to snatch me. But one thing I find very ironic is that when I'm trying to do something around the house and everybody's sleeping, I try to keep the noise and ruckus to a minimum. But when my parents are doing something, they show no mercy and have the house sounding like a fucking war is happening. But anyway, the other thing that hits during the night is water. I think it's safe to say we've all been in sleep deeper than the Pacific Ocean. But then suddenly we wake up in a cold sweat, throat drier than a Ritz cracker. My esophagus feels like it's lined with sandpaper. But then you look over at your desk or nightstand and see the most succulent and divine bottle of water. I think it's been scientifically proven that the water molecules become more refreshing at 3 in the morning. I'd be gripping that.
I'm telling you. And if you don't drink the water like this, you're not really enjoying it, bro. That's another peak experience, bro. That shit be hitting.
Bottle tighter than Squidward holding his jellyfish net. This is what I imagine God's tears taste like, bro. Cold water in the middle of the night is on par with McDonald's Sprite. That should be having me levitating like Max Mayfield. And I hope I'm not the only one who would always bring the entire pantry of food to their room and keep a stash like a squirrel with its acorns. Now we gotta talk about showering. Fuck whatever zodiac sign you are. I don't care if you're a Sagittarius, Pisces, Capri Sun. Do you take your showers at night or in the morning? That's how I'll find out if we're compatible. But in all seriousness, showering at night is probably one of the most serene and relaxing experiences, bro. Now don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with taking showers in the morning or whatever, but them motherfuckers damn near put me back to sleep. And due to school starting before the pyramids were built, I had to get up at 6 a.m. to take showers. So niggas was in the shower dozing off like I was gone off melatonin gummies or something. When I take showers at night, I don't have to worry about how long I shower and managing my time. As long as you don't walk around smelling like 2 tons of ass cheeks, then we really don't have a problem. But the thing is that niggas that I go to school with would come home after 5 hours of football practice, go to sleep, take no shower in the morning, and then come home smelling like they just had a one-night stand with the skunk. Bro, I know y'all bed sheets be smelling like all type of rancid stenches and anguish. But another reason why nighttime showers are elite is because I get to have full-on concerts in the shower. I don't know about y'all, but I be in the shower on some Rolling Loud shit. I be in that bitch like Lil Yachty, bro. I run through my playlist like 3 times. Now we gotta talk about listening to music.
Bro. He just said he finna combine the two things that hit. But you can keep them separate too. Showering at night, bro. You be in there freestyling, be having the hardest freestyles. I'm talking about your freestyles that you have in the shower is better than the number one song on the top 100 charted songs, whatever they call it, the Billboard. I'm telling you, bro. Like, it's so... I don't like showering in the morning. You shower in the morning, you do your daily activities, then you gotta take another one. At night, you shower, then you wake up, brush your teeth, all that, do your activities, and then repeat that.
Music. Now just in case you weren't aware, music is a huge part of my life. I go through more music than Anthony Fantano. I've got my AirPods in so much you would have thought they were hearing aids, bro. But the audio waves sound different at night. When I'm listening to music during the day, it's just like I'm hearing the song, you know, it's not rocket science. But at night, it feels like the lyrics are stomping me out like Draymond Green or something. I'm pretty sure we've all had those nights where we just put our favorite album on blast and sit there marinating in our feelings. Music is deadass an escape from reality, bro. I don't think I'm the only one who's put some Juice WRLD on full blast and just stared out their window, especially when it's raining. There's something therapeutic about it. But then a lot of times my brain decides it wants to suddenly remember every cringy and corny thing that I've ever done in my entire existence. Or you'll start listening to that music that makes you want to get in your fucking bag and start turning your life around at 3 a.m. All of a sudden my playlist will shuffle to that hefty ass nigga Rod Wave. My nigga, I'll drop into the floor and doing 100 push-ups like an army soldier, bro. That random ass adrenaline rush be ready to have me run a mile, invest in stocks, find a cure to all diseases, all that shit, bro. Someone needs to find a way to bottle that random 3 a.m. motivation and sell it to the general public or something. Now we gotta talk about playing the game.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. It's two types of listening to music at night. One, you just think about everything. Like, you just be having the deepest thoughts. You were self-reflecting on life, how you got there, how you think about every choice you ever made led to where you are right now. That's that deep thought music. Like, you tap into your higher self. And then, like he said, the music that make you want to go get some money. You start thinking of a plan, a 10-step plan, how to make $100,000 in the next month, and then the next day, nothing happens. It's just the same as the other day before that.
Saturday night staying up until the crack of dawn, rotating through every game on the console are unmatched. When the PlayStation or Xbox decided to release the audio of everything that was ever said in these parties, most of y'all niggas would be behind bars. Some of the conversations that would go down after hours would have most of these niggas on wanted posters or something. We don't even be focused on trying to win matches, we just be in there cracking jokes, bro. Because I don't know about y'all, but after certain hours, the smallest things become way more funny. Like, someone in the party could tell the corniest knock-knock joke and niggas will bust out into tears, bro. Especially when these niggas consoles start sounding like fighter jets after 10 minutes. I don't think y'all know how hard it is trying to clutch a 1v4 and you got 7 niggas in the party blasting music and other bothersome sound effects. Those FaceTime calls also be hitting different at night too. There's always that one friend who says the most out-of-pocket things or start doing the most nefarious and abominable deeds on FaceTime, bro. Now we gotta talk about hanging out with friends. I don't know about y'all, but those little kickbacks on the deck with those flimsy ass plastic chairs be some of the realest experiences, bro. The most in-depth and authentic conversations go down in these chairs. Just don't lean back in them too hard because these motherfuckers will disintegrate into thin air, bro. You know your friend group is living.
Ain't gonna lie. Life has been different since I haven't seen those chairs, bro. Do they still make them? Now, the quality of them chairs is so ass. I'm not gonna lie. The quality of these chairs are ass. But they just hold so many memories, bro. Like, this is an essential growing up. If you never had one of these or sat in one of these a few times, I can't trust you, bro. But yeah, do they even make these? I'm telling you, you lean to the left too hard, your whole left side, that shit flat. Like, it got an indentation in it. or you lean back too hard, snack, crapple, pop, bro.
Down these chairs. Just don't lean back in them too hard because these motherfuckers will disintegrate into thin air, bro. You know your friend group is lit, you can do any activity and it's always a top tier event. I don't know about y'all, but going to gas stations was always one of the biggest vibes. And I'm not even talking about niggas trying to take flicks like they're at some fake ass Met Gala. I'm talking about just chopping it up with the homies and splurging on cheap snacks and buying big ass Slurpees. We all got that friend who's a walking garbage disposal and will eat all those decayed ass hot dogs and nacho chips. I know sometimes at night gas stations turn into breeding grounds for crime, but that's why I always roll with my niggas in case something pops off. But just stay safe.
Another thing, when did gas stations become a spot to take pictures? I know people been doing this, but like, who started this? Who started this? Like, the pictures, they be hard. You know, you got the different type of drinks in the back, so it's like the different colors add on to the outfit or whatever. But it's like, who started this? And this is another peak activity, but I didn't really do this too often. And moving forward, the only friends I got are y'all, so make sure to subscribe. So yeah, I won't be partaking in the going to the gas station with 20 plus niggas. But yeah, make sure to stay safe, cause niggas get to the gas station and they think they in Call of Duty. It's not that serious, bro. They sell chips and lemonade here.
And aware if you're going out at night at all in general. Love y'all niggas. Or even doing things as simple as going out to eat with the gang is entertaining. Now we gotta talk about the night before holidays. I'm already convinced that the night before and the anticipation before holidays is dead ass better than the actual day most of the time. Them butterflies be hitting the fucking Billy bounce in my stomach, bro. I'm pretty sure we've all stayed up all night on Christmas Eve trying to sneak downstairs and get an early sneak peek of the gifts. This is one of the most memorable experiences I had as a kid, bro. This rule also applies to vacation days from school and work. That Friday night coming home from school and knowing that you got the next 2 weeks off will always be exquisite. Niggas was staying up like an inside.
I got a hot take. The Friday nights that you get out of school are better than holidays. And I'm saying every Friday night that you get out of school over every night before a holiday. Because back when we were little, like I'll speak for myself. Christmas, it used to be exciting, but once I turned like 13, so from the ages of like 5 until 13, it wasn't exciting no more after that. But I ain't gonna lie, I'll always get excited knowing that I ain't gotta go to school for the next week. I can go home, play the game, watch YouTube, chill, sleep in. Like, to me, that always excited me more than the night before holidays. Especially Thanksgiving. I don't give a fuck about Thanksgiving. And what else are the other holidays to celebrate? Valentine's Day, you do that with a significant other. So the only thing could be Christmas. And you know how that go. The Christmas magic done disappeared, bro.
Because you knew you didn't have to get up early the next morning to go to school. The only problem is that when classes start back up, you gotta adjust your body to having a schedule again. It's like built-in jet lag, bro. And obviously New Year's Eve is better than New Year's Day. That needs no explanation. Now we gotta talk about late night drives. Quite arguably the best occurrence on this entire list. Nighttime drives are like free therapy. Well, not really, because gas costs a fucking mortgage, but you know what I mean. It doesn't matter if you live in a big ass city or somewhere rural. Nighttime drives are good for the soul. Especially on a cool summer night with the window rolled down blasting your favorite music. You don't even need a bro, just go wherever the fuck you want. Plus you don't have to worry about niggas driving like it's fucking Smashy Road and damn near causing pileups. Most of the time there's little to no people on the road at night and you can just enjoy yourself or whoever else is with you. This really is one.
Low key, I've experienced this a few times, but yeah, I think this probably is the best one. Like, you know, you can combine some of them, like late night drive plus the music. I think that's probably the best combination that you can make. But yeah, so I feel like, well, the video ain't over. I'll do that at the end. I'll rank them.
One of the best ways to clear my mind, bro. Even when I was younger, sitting in the backseat and watching the rainfall was so peaceful. And I'd be lying if I told you that I've never gone on late night walks. I hope most of y'all can relate to when I say that the air is just so much more fresh at night. The entire world just seems free from chaos and anarchy. But like I said earlier, make sure you're staying safe out here, bro, because the moment I see anybody or hear any type of noise while I'm walking outside, I'm cosplaying Sonic diligently, bro. But I think that's gonna wrap everything up for this video, man. Comment down below some things that hit different at night.
Thank you for watching the video. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. Oh, I forgot about the rankings. So I would say late night drives, then I would say listening to music, then eating snacks, taking a shower, going to the gas station, chilling with friends. I ain't gonna lie, there's too many. I gotta think about it a little bit more. But I post at least twice a day. You don't want to miss that. And I'll see y'all in the next video.